Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar and today we'll talk about Jammu Kashmir. Should statehood be given to Jammu Kashmir? There are certain murmurs which are going on in political circles. This particular it means opinion published in Hindu on 14th July 2025, page number 7. Supreme Court has also given some of their views and they have recommended something in Jammu Kashmir. What is your view? Do you think statehood should be restored in Jammu Kashmir, or do you think status quo should be maintained? Whatever is going on in Jammu Kashmir, that should go on. Let's talk about this article and what this article is saying, what Supreme Court has said, and what is the way forward. Something is going to happen in August of 2025, according to this opinion, according to different experts. We'll talk about it. So while traveling, again, the author of this particular opinion page, he's saying that infrastructure improvements, so many things has happened in Jammu Kashmir for the better. And the thing which happened in Pahalgam, that was an exception. Maybe that was done by terrorists to, put Jammu Kashmir away from the development path which it is in currently. And to put again like terrorism, etc. If you see this, a portion of population has moved on from separatist narratives but are hesitant to say so publicly. So maybe that was an attempt by these terrorists to bring terrorism back into the picture, which is slowly and gradually going into the background in Kashmir. And we people should not be allowing that to happen. And we have to keep on supporting our J&K brothers and sisters. Now, coming on to the point here, see, better transportation networks have enhanced service access and boosted tourism, decline in civilian killings and militant recruitment. All these things are going like awesome. And that's why many people feel like the status quo has to be maintained, It is given a union territory status and that should continue. Already 2024 assembly election has happened. Omar Abdullah is there. So why should Jammu Kashmir be given statehood? There is another point of view to it. We'll talk about it. So industrialist, again, you can read all these things. Fear remains over the unresolved political status and the delay in restoring statehood. Supreme Court in 2023, they recommended and they asked centers to restore statehood in Jammu Kashmir. But they have not given a timeline when it should be done. And why this statehood is necessary. See, Omar Abdullah is leading the government, but it's a UT, Union Territory. Union Territory have limited powers as compared to state. Even you have heard it in the case of Delhi, police, law and order. Arvind Kejriwal sir earlier used to talk about how he cannot do anything about police. Same way, when we talk about Pahalgam incident and we talk about what Omar Abdullah, why he was not proactive enough, this and that, he can always cite the point that we are union territory, we have limited power. But if you give them statehood, then what happens? He has more power. He has more accountability. He is he has to answer a lot of more questions. Plus, not only we are asking questions from outside Jammu and Kashmir, people of Jammu and Kashmir who have created this government under Omar Abdullah, they're asking a lot of questions to Omar Abdullah, what you're doing, why that happened. And then he can, we are not saying he always does, but he can always give that we are a UT, we have limited power. So we have to give, according to this opinion page and according to Supreme Court judgment, we have to give statehood to Jammu and Kashmir to gain the trust of these Kashmiri people who are slowly and gradually relegating terrorism to the background. And so that, Umar Abdullah government also has more accountability. So that's why there is a talk which is going on in different circles that this particular August 2025, Jammu and Kashmir statehood will be given. Then there is another talk which is going on that in 2024, assembly election happened in Jammu and Kashmir. And then there are talks that after statehood will be given in 2025 August, there will be another election, an assembly election. And people are like, why? 5 years have not been completed. So will we undermine the current Umar Abdullah government? So there are lots of questions which has to be answered. Plus there is one particular term which we have to read from different exam perspective. Okay, let's talk about it. So the delay in restoring statehood breeds uncertainty. A political roadmap is essential to ensure long-term peace and democratic stability. Very good. Now Supreme Court, see, this is the point which is important. December 2023, almost a year and a half back, I'm making this video in July 2025. Supreme Court recommended restoring statehood but did not set a deadline. Significance of 2024 assembly election. Higher voter turnout showed the public desires for regional leadership and Umar Abdullah emerged as a trusted leader. Here in the opinion article, they're also saying that New Delhi should work with Umar Abdullah. They should not create proxies because people have elected Umar Abdullah. They have trust in Umar Abdullah. So central leadership, they have to talk with Umar Abdullah rather than creating proxies. Again, you can have a look at it. Not that important. We have to understand what is going on and why statehood is necessary for a union territory like Jammu and Kashmir. Challenges faced by Umar Abdullah. He has limited authority over bureaucrats, as we have discussed, as it happens in UTs, police, law and order, this public order, etc. They don't lie under the ambit of state government. and the UT government rather, so to say, and they have limited power when it comes to police, law and order. This creates voter dissatisfaction and internal party criticism, and they can always cite that they have, Omar Abdullah government, they can always cite they have lesser power. Possibility of statehood restoration, and as the sources suggest, as we have discussed, there's a very high probability that statehood will be restored to Jammu and Kashmir in August. Recognizing the people's will would generate more optimism than only economic growth. Again, these things are fine. There are certain terms which you have to keep in mind, like what is Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which Supreme Court has asked central government to create. What is the meaning of this? Speculation and confusion. Reports about another election post statehood cause unrest. Another assembly election is unlikely. Lack of clarity fuels public unease. So incident like mob violence in Jammu against a Kashmiri. Again, there is Jammu versus Kashmir issue also going on in Jammu and Kashmir. And the author of this opinion, along with Supreme Court, you will see that they feel like statehood is must. Sooner rather than later, statehood has to be ensured in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, to ensure that situations come back to what it was earlier. You can say that there was unrest earlier, sir. The situation has improved now, but that is not the total picture. We have just discussed what will happen if statehood is restored, and Supreme Court has said that it has to be done, but they have not set a timeline. They also talked about something, that there is a need for State Human Rights Commission and Truth and Reconciliation Commission. From exam perspective, this particular term is very important. What is Truth and Reconciliation Commission? What is the basic meaning of Truth and Reconciliation Commission? So, Truth and Reconciliation Commission. In South Africa, apartheid happened, segregation of white and non-white people, discrimination of black people. So then after this apartheid was abolished, they established this Truth and Reconciliation Commission to talk about the historical injustices or the bad things which has happened, the atrocities which were committed earlier. Same here, we are not saying that criminal prosecution has to be done, this and that. No, there was a movie also earlier which was made 10 years, 12 years back, Heather or something, which showed that some atrocities has been committed by a certain armed forces, not all of the people, but some of them. Not only armed forces, even militants, terrorists, they have done that. And to give a closure to the people of Kashmir, to make them feel like, yes, you belong to Indian mainland, and you are our brothers and sisters. This Truth and Reconciliation Commission has to be established to give them a closure, to tell them that yes, we do worry about the things which has happened earlier and we are with you. So Truth and Reconciliation Commission, remember it, very important. Now let's solve some questions. Before solving some questions, what's your view on this whole issue? Do you think statehood should be restored in Jammu and Kashmir? Do you think the current setup which is going on, it has to be followed until some amount of normalcy has been achieved in J&K, but we have been waiting for that from last 70 years, right? Even more than that. So what's your view on that? Because I'm very ambivalent about it. I'm neither pro nor con. I'm just stating you the points. What's your view? You think statehood should be given at the earliest? My Kashmiri friends, brothers and sisters, what's your view on this? And hope you understood the rationale of this article, what Supreme Court is saying. Let's have a look at this particular question. What is your means? Like I have told you about all these things. If you know the answer, post it in the comment section. MCQ 2. The main objective of Truth and Reconciliation Commission is to do what? Again, if you know the answer, post it in the comment section. I will share this particular PDF along with the answer of these two MCQs in my Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shub, because study should be fun. And cool, sir. And again, if you're preparing for UPSC, CSE diligently for 26, 27 or 28, you can join any of our batches, 26, 27 or 28. 26 July batch is like the admissions are ending on 15 July. And the sale is also ending on 15 July. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount. And how you can join this batch? The process is very simple. If you have seen my videos earlier, if you haven't, this is the process. You will go to StudyIQ.com. Let me just show you. StudyIQ.com. And then here, you will go to UPSC English. And then you will go to View All Courses. 26, 27, 28. Accordingly, you can join any of the batches. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount, right? And then there is a number also here. You can apply, like you will go to buy now and you can see different variants. In add promo code, you will apply my code, that is SHS Live. You will get maximum discount that way. And that is applicable for all of these. 7,000 reduction will happen. If you have any queries, call on this number 9240231070. So, sir and ma'am, what is your view on this whole Jammu and Kashmir statehood issue? And this is a very sensitive issue for our Jammu Kashmir brothers and sisters, for us people as well who are not living in Jammu and Kashmir, like in Jammu and Kashmir, but who love it. We love Jammu and Kashmir. We are concerned about Jammu and Kashmir and they're like, Jammu Kashmir's brothers and sisters as well. Okay, sir. So I will see you soon. I'm looking forward to your views on this particular sensitive issue. Take care. Be blessed. Tata, bye bye.